All right, we'd like to welcome everyone out. We are here live at the Orem Fitness Center. My name's Sean Stringham with Game On Live Studio. We are here to live stream the meet here of this intra-club meet. Super psyched to be here. We are ready to go for event number one, heat number one. In event one, it's the mixed 99 and under 200-yard freestyle. So if you're 100 years old, you're out of luck. In lane 2, we have Gabby Garcet, lane 3, Brielle Paul. Lane 4, Sarah Shipley, and in lane 5, Lola Watson. They are in the water for 8 lengths of the pool freestyle. We are into our second 50 of the 200-yard freestyle. Here, closest to us in lane 2, Gabby Garside with the 1-length body length. She's over and back onto her fourth of 8:25s. Followed closely here, race for second in lane 3 and 4, Brielle Paul and Sarah Shipley. All of these athletes grouped pretty well. Gabby Garside out with a 2:54 entry time. Brielle and Sarah at about 2:42, 2:45. So Gabby out to have a fantastic swim here. 150 to go, excuse me, a 50 to go here as they come through the turn. Working out a few of our different camera angles here for you. Gabby's coming through. This is an interactive. If there's something you see or you don't like, we would love to have you comment in the chat there. We can generally fix or move through that. Gabby coming through here now. She has, I said this last time, I was mistaken, 50 yards left. So this is length 7 of 8 coming in here. Off her final turn and into the home stretch. Kicking here in lane number 4, Sarah Shipley coming in. She has left behind Brielle Paul and coming for Gabby. We'll see who gets the touch as they come in. Gabby will go a time of, we're waiting for the scoreboard to finish up here. That's what we have on scoreboard. I don't think that means anything, to tell you the truth. So we'll see if the timing table and timing crew can get that fixed up. But up next, good times, good swim there. It looked like Gabby Garside got the touch on that from my view. Coming up next, heat number 2 of the 200-yard freestyle. In lane 1, Addison Brown. Lane 2, Megan Jones. Lane 3, Layla Lawson. Lane 4, Abigail Pickard. Lane 5, Koya Berg. And in lane 6, Maggie Rowe. They are staging those athletes. Everyone mashed up behind the blocks in the for the timing. Looks like they're going to escort those athletes back into behind the blocks here shortly. Looks like we had a test start out of the way there. Board lit up there for a brief moment. In heat number 2, again, read these names: Addison Brown in lane 1, Megan Jones in lane 2, Layla Lawson in lane 3, Abigail Pickard in lane 4, Koya Berg in lane 5, and Maggie Rowe in lane 6. And they're off. This is heat number 2 of the mixed 200-yard freestyle. 8 lengths of the pool freestyle. Quick lead here in lane number 3. That's Layla Lawson. Lawson picked up here by number 1, Addison Brown in lane. Coming into the turn, they hit and split 30-36 here in lane 3, 30-58 in lane 1. So still with the lead. Layla has about a half a body length lead. As they come through, we're trying to keep all of those athletes in the screen here. Hard to see through those coaches, but we'll do our best here, getting a couple different angles as they come through. On the split in lane number 3, 102.64 for Layla, 104.55 in lane number 1 with Addison Brown. In lane 3, extending her lead, Layla Lawson comes off the wall, cruising. In second place in the water, Addison Brown in lane 1. No swimmer in lane 2, or 4 for that matter, but in lane 5, Koya Berg holding on there for third place. And coming up in lane number 6, that's Maggie Rowe. We have a finish in lane number 3, time of 2:05.81. So our athletes come in lane number, second place in lane number 1, 2:13.73 in third place, 2:21.57, and in sixth place a time of 2:33.15. Looks like we have best times up and down there. Layla just a second off of her entry time. Up next, we have event number 2, the mixed 200-yard breaststroke. In lane 2, Carolina Walker. In lane 3, Dane Christensen. In lane 4, James Christensen. Now, you're going to see in lane 6, Olivia Bell. She's going to be swimming butterfly. She was the only entrant in the 200-yard butterfly, so they combined event number 13 so to save some time on that. So that's don't you worry about that as you see that coming through. And they're off for the combined 200-yard breaststroke and 200-yard butterfly. This will be interesting to see the different dynamics of the strokes. Off here in lane number 3, Dane Christensen with OTAC. Everyone's going to be with OTAC, so I'll just keep saying that. Dane Christensen out to a lead. He at an entry time of 2:26.17. James Christensen here next to him has an entry time of 2:45. I'm sure there's a Christensen family out there proud to watch two brothers, I'm assuming, participate and swim against each other. Not too far behind there, keeping up with Dane in lane number 3, Olivia Bell doing the butterfly. Good for you. If you've ever had to swim the 200-yard butterfly, you get special points. A special place in heaven for swimming the 200-yard butterfly. Dane pushing forward, looking good. Great swim here by Mr. Dane Christensen. Gonna go. Has 150 to go, but he's on track. At the intermediate turn, the 150 goes 148.73. Should hit close to his best time, if not break that. He looks like he's on pace. No signs of slowing. Looks really strong in his stroke dynamics as he comes into the last turn and back home. Followed by Olivia Bell in lane 6, swimming the 200 fly. That's technically event number 13 over there in lane 6, even though we're on heat event 2. Into the wall on his last 25, James Christensen. Dane comes in, 2:27.16, just off 1 second, 0.99 off his best. He was looking very steady. James coming in here next. He's gonna go 2:40.95. That's the best time by 5 seconds. Olivia Bell in lane 6, swimming the 200 fly, goes 2:38.69, a best time. And Carolina Walker comes in lane number 2, 2:59.40, just a little bit off her best. Great swims, top to bottom there. Up next, we have some little ones, the 12 and under 50-yard breaststroke. We have 4 heats of the 50-yard breaststroke in heat number 1. Heat number 1, we have in lane 2, Dallin Karchner, lane 3, Troy Mortensen, and lane 4, Kian Sonomura. We'd love to know, is the stream okay? You getting good angles there? Is the audio all right? Please feel free to comment. Want to make sure that you can see your athletes. These are some little widgy swimmers here, doing a great job. I love watching these little kids. Off to an early lead here in lane 2, Dallin Karchner, 6 years old. Looking fantastic, beautiful stroke mechanics there. You can tell we've got good coaching here at OTAC. 2 hand touches, that's illegal. That is a legal touch. That is the key thing at this age, is really just to see if we can get legal swims and get good times as they come through there. Great swims. When you're 6, 7, and 8, it's hard to get hard touches. We got one good touch up there in lane number 3. Troy Mortensen goes 1:16.82, waiting for the computer to do the magic on the rest. Up next, we have heat number 2 in lane 2, Caden Lambert, lane 3, Porter Karchner, lane 4, Sam Pearl, and in lane 5, Christian Moore. And they're off. Caden, 8, Porter, 9, Sam, 9, and Christian, 8. All these swimmers with no time. So if they have a legal race, guess what? It's a personal record. Here in lane 3 to an early lead, Porter Karchner coming into the intermediate turn. He's going to hit that wall just about 27 seconds. Again, key things in breaststroke is that those arms are moving simultaneously, that they come in and touch the wall and the finish with 2 hands. That there's no dolphin kick. A lot of these kids just working to get legal swims. In lane number 3 with a time of 1:01.66, Porter Karchner. In lane number 5, another solid touch, goes 1:33.64 for Christian Moore. On to heat number 3. We have 4 heats of the 50-yard breaststroke. In lane 1, Bree Whitehead. Lane 2, Kat Pearl. Lane 3, Elliot Farmer. Lane 4, Lily Sanderson. Lane 6, Afton Jones. Excuse me, lane 5, Afton Jones. And in lane 6, Spencer Lawrence. A little bit older, a little bit faster times here for this 50-yard breaststroke. And they're off. Viewers at home, do you think we should tell the coaches to move? Are they blocking your view there as they come into the finish? I'm not loving that. Let me know if you would. I just feel like staring at the back of those coaches may not be as fun as staring at the athletes themselves. In lane number 4, we have Lily Sanderson. Lily's going to have a great best time here. Lily goes a 44.97. Entry time for Lily of 51.81. What a huge drop. Congratulations, Lily. Good finish throughout the rest of those. We'll send that scoreboard up so you can see that time for your athletes. Up next, we have heat number 4 of 4 in lane 1, Lane Shumway. Lane 2, Mia Wade. Lane 3, Cody Johnson. Lane 4, Liv Trimble. Lane 5, Kaisi Berg. And in lane 6, Tion Sonamura. Last heat of the 50-yard breaststroke. We got a little fast one here in lane 6, Tion Sonamura. Excuse me, in lane 1, that's Lane Shumway. Followed closely in lane number 4. That's Liv Trimble. Adina, it is okay to take screenshots of your husband and just keep it there on your phone there. especially if you're married to him, I suppose. Maybe you should send him a text and say, hey, got a great view here. Great finish here by all of our swimmers. In lane number 1, Lane Shumway goes 37.82. Great drop there from entry time of 43.74. Congratulations to all of our swimmers. Up next, the 100-yard breaststroke. 4 lengths of the pool breaststroke. 4 heats. In lane number 2, Naomi Ward. In lane 3, Hannah Ward. In lane 4, Noah Ward. All Ward in heat number 1. Swimming for bragging rights here in the Ward family. Off to a quick lead here in lane 4, Noah Ward. To that wall. Looks good and legal. 2 hand touches all the way along there. Nice to look over and see those hands down for those officials. Intermediate split here for Noah Ward, 47.15, entered as a no time, so he's going to have a personal record into his third 25 of the 100-yard breaststroke. We've got a duel here happening in lanes 2 and 3 between Naomi and Hannah. Noah on his way in. He's going to go a time of 1:37.38. Great new time there for Noah. Looks like Naomi pulling forward here in lane number 2. She's going to go time of 1:59.84, just sneaking under that 2 minutes. And with the best time, looks like it was a soft touch. It was about 2:05 is what I was as I was watching it come in. We'll get confirmation on that. Entered at 2:10. Scoreboard says 58.53. That's probably her second split, is my guess. Up next, heat number 2 in lane 2. Rindy Wingett, lane 3, Rachel Potts, lane 4, Maggie Rowe, and in lane 5, Sean Clark. Into the wall first in lane number 4. That's Maggie Rowe, followed closely in lane number 3. She's catching up to it, Rachel Potts. It's going to be a drag race here in this second 50. Into the wall, going to be pretty even, both 43.56 and 43.84. In lane number 3, so that's Rochelle with a slight lead. Pulling forward, now about a half a body length. A single 25 remaining after this turn. Extending that lead to about 3/4 of body length. In lane number 3 is Rachel Potts, followed by Maggie Rowe in lane 4. Coming up, Brindy Wingett in lane number 2, and Sean Clark in lane number 5. .132.11 and 133.42. our first and second place times there. Coming up next, heat number 3 of the 100-yard breaststroke. In lane 1, Ethan Pearl. Lane 2, R.A. Trimble. Lane 3, Flores Montes de Oca, something. In lane 4, Carly Garside. Lane 5, Ashley Jones. And in lane 6, Annan Sonomura. A little bit early there on that first start. She gets back up after hearing "Take Your Mark." Now we're off. Quick into the wall in lane number 3. The first name is cut off there, so we're gonna go with Montez, Flores Montez. If someone knows that in the chat, please feel free to enter a first name there for our athlete in lane number 3. Coming in, he is, excuse me, extending his lead. Let's call it 2 body lengths here into the third 25. Close to a dead heat in lane 1 and lane 4. Ethan Pearl and Carly Garside. Carly in lane 4, Ethan in lane 1. Not too far separating any of these athletes here as we finish this last 25. It looks like Flores has this in the bag as he finishes here on breaststroke. And goes a 1:20.20. A best time by 0.8 seconds. Congratulations to that. Coming up next, heat number 4. In lane 1, Owen Shumway. Lane 2, Cooper Wadsworth. Lane 3, Annie Robinson. Lane 4, Cannon Shumway. Lane 5, Zach Wells. And in lane 6, Katya Hibino. Katya is likely how you say that. They are off and in the water. In the middle of the pool, that's Cannon Shumway. In lane number 4, blasting out like his first name, a cannon. Diving through and into that water. He's gonna come into that intermediate turn with a time of 30.33. Dancing scoreboard there in terms of the times. He is looking to go under 107. He should get that easily at this pace. He should just be able to hold on. Probably just a couple seconds over double O here. Coming through. Under the flags. Cannon goes. 105.01. Great job on a best time by 2.4 full seconds there. Nice job. Swimmers coming in lane number 2, 109.96. Excuse me, in lane number 5, 102.96. That's Zach Wells. In third place in lane 3, 111.48 is Annie Robinson. Up next, we have our mixed 12 and under 50-yard freestyle. 4 heats of the 50-yard freestyle, 2 lengths of the pool each. In lane number 2, Millie Rowe. Lane 3, Porter Karchner. And lane 4, Sam Pearl. These athletes are off and away into this 2 lengths of the pool. In the yellow cap in the middle of the pool in lane number 3, that's Porter Karchner. Good swim in there. All of these little swimmers with no times. In lane number 3, Porter Karchner goes 44.31. In lane number 4, Sam Pearl goes 52.54. And a soft touch in lane 2. We'll let the computer calculate that one. Up next, heat number 2 of event number 5. Keon Sonomura in lane 1. Caden Lambert in 2. Troy Mortensen in 3. Liam Pearl in 4. London Corey in 5. And Christian Moore in lane number 6. In lane number 4, athlete swimming well, but lost his goggles, relying on the power of his shark cap, which I love, by the way, to move through there. Leading in lane number 5, that is London Corey. Corey moving that forward, gonna get in there. With the soft touch, nope, 48.75 for London. Best time. Nice time drop there by 6 seconds. In second place in lane 3 with a time of 51.15, Troy Mortensen. And then Liam Pearl goes 54.18. Slowed down a little bit by losing his goggles, but he digs through it. Up next, heat number 3. In lane 1, Lucas Souza. Lane 2, Lily Sanderson. Lane 3, Tion Sonomura. Lane 4, Josh DeGroot. Lane 5, Zinnia Adarand. And in lane 6, Ellie Beathers. And they're off. Nice swim here in lane number 2, coming off the wall. That's Lily Sanderson, 11 years old, looking to beat 41.54. She gets into the wall. Waiting for those times to come up. A little bit of, I guess, soft touch in there, top of the wall. I think we have those plungers and stopwatches. Up next, heat number 4. In lane 1, Lila Mortensen. Lane 2, Henry Holst. Lane 3, Gabby Garside. Lane 4, Kanula Singh. In lane 5, Lane Shumway. And in lane 6, Aurelio Sopa. Some white water off the start here in lane number 5. Lane Shumway coming through. Being chased down in lane number 2, Henry Holst coming after it. Nice turn there in lanes 3 and 4, brings them even. That's Gabby Garside and Kanalu Singh. Gonna come through and into the wall in lane number 5 with the win. That's Lane Shumway with a time of 29.80. A 3.5 second drop there. Congratulations. Good drops by most of our swimmers in that heat. Up next, event number 6, the mixed 50-yard freestyle, 13 and above. There's 5 heats. In lane number 2, Annie Oliver. Lane 3, Sean Clark. Lane 4, Ethan Hawks. Off and over the wall into the on the intermediate turn. In lane number 2, Annie Oliver plunging forward, trying to get in there. Entered at a time of 41.65. She's gonna have a best time by several seconds. She finishes right around 36 is when I saw that clock stop, but soft touch there, so she'll be happy with that once that adjusts. Coming up next, heat number 2 of the mixed, event number 6, the mixed 50-yard freestyle. In lane 1, Cohen Osler. Lane 2, Cairo Evans. Lane 3, Sarah Shipley. Lane 4, Ashley Jones. Lane 5, Rachel Potts. And in lane 6, Oliver Schreibner. Into the turn in lane number 3, coming out strong, Sarah Shipley. Looking to go 33.61. She does. 32. Flat. 32.00. That she'll be happy with that. Coming up next, heat number 3. In lane 1, Jackson Frogger. Lane 2, Audrey Ryan. Lane 3, Annan Sonamura. Lane 4, Carolina Walker. Lane 5, Mason Cragen. And in lane 6, Ethan Pearl. Quick start here in lane number 5. Mason Cragen looking to go fast. He is a body length ahead. Holding on here in lane number 5 for time of 27.01. Great swim there in heat number 3. Mason Cragen going full 3 seconds faster on his 50. Great job. Up next, heat number 4. Lane 1, Carter Hawks. Lane 2, Abigail Pickard. Lane 3, James Christensen. Lane 4, Layla Lawson. Lane 5, Hannah Harris. And in lane 6, Megan Jones. They're off and into the water. Nice start here in lane number 3. Coming through, that's James Christensen over the wall first. Being picked up here in lanes number 4 and 5. Layla Lawson and Hannah Harris saying we're not quite done yet, trying to get back up in there. But James Christensen going to hold on to this one in heat number 4. Entry time of 26.45, goes 26.63, right in there where he needs to be. Coming up next, heat number 5 of event 6, the 50-yard freestyle. Shion Sonomura in lane 1, Cooper Wadsworth in 2, Taylor Baxter in 3, Ryan Larson in 4, Annie Robinson in 5, and Marin Kelly in lane 6. Churn factor significant here now. Big kicks, fast turnover into the wall. First one to get underneath that wave and get back up, going back the other direction. That's going to be in lane number 4, Ryan Larson. Larson coming hard under the flags is going to go time of 23.97. Nice swim there by Ryan Larson in lane number 4. Entry time of 25.11. That's a great job. That's a full second and a half there on a 50-yard freestyle. Great swim. Up next, event number 7. Which is going to be the mixed 12 and under 100-yard IM. 2 heats, 4 lengths of the pool, each one a different discipline. First, butterfly, then backstroke, breaststroke, and freestyle. We're off on butterfly. Talked earlier in the breaststroke about getting times and being clean through here, not getting any DQs. This is a challenge. You got to be great on each of the 4 disciplines. Butterfly first, into the wall with 2 hands, and then off onto backstroke. The key thing on backstroke is to touch that wall at the end with your hand to finish that 25 or discipline. You can't do a rolling backstroke turn on this one because you have to finish the 25 doing backstroke and then off to breaststroke. Here we go, on to the breaststroke in lane number 3. I think I just saw her sneak a peek at that scoreboard. Afton Jones with a, let's call it a 1.5 body length lead there. Finishing here into the wall. Gonna touch with 2 hands, gets in there clean and off the last length freestyle. Front crawl, big kick coming. Nice turnover there by Afton. Great swimming also happening here by Lucas Souza in lane 4 and Dallin Karchner in lane 2. Really like Dallin's stroke. It's good, nice and long, good recovery, steady kick. There's a great future there for 6-year-old Dallin Karchner. Up next in the event number 7, 12 and under 100-yard IM, we have in lane number 1, Elliot Farmer. Lane 2, Kui Denny. Lane 3, Gabby Garside. Lane 4, Noah Ward. Lane 5, Kat Pearl. And in lane 6, Mia Wade. We're here providing this meet stream as a part of Game On Live Studio. Would love it if you could help us by subscribing to our channel. We are doing swim meets, water polo games, basketball, volleyball, just about anything. We've been having some great success and love cheering on these athletes. You can help us by subscribing. We're here today to give you guys a test run of this. If you love it, let your club admins know. We'd be happy to come back and do more meets in the future. But you can help me in return by subscribing to our YouTube channel, Game On Live Studio. We're on a quest to get to 1,000 here this week, and we're in the low 900s, so help us out. Back to our action here, into our backstroke turn. Coming up here into breaststroke for heat number 2 of event number 7, the mixed 12 and under 100-yard IM. 4 lengths of the pool of each discipline. Off to breaststroke here in lane number 3, Gabby Garside. Striding forward. Nice even stroke, pretty stroke there for Gabby. She gets in at a time of 125.23, 122.65, that adjusted. In lane number 4, 125.23. All right, in the water now, we've got event number 8, the mixed 200-yard IM. 2 lengths of each discipline in lane number 2, Liv Trimble. Lane number 3, Audrey Ryan. And lane 4, Lola Watson. Off to a quick lead here in lane 2, Liv Trimble extends out. Following closely together in lanes 3 and 4, Afton Jones and Lucas Souza. Backstroke wrapping up here for Liv in lane 2. Audrey Ryan following, and then Lola behind her. Coming into breaststroke, we'll get our two-hand touch here and then be off into freestyle. That's Liv Trimble. Into the wall here for, in lane 3, Aubrey Ryan makes the turn, followed by Lola Watson. Up next, we have Liv's finishes in a time of 2:42.58, followed by a time of 2:56.38. Up next, we have heat number 2 in lane 2, Katya Hibino. Lane 3, Jackson Greenwood. Lane 4, Samuel Ward. And in lane 5, Ari Trimble. In lane number 3, Jackson Greenwood hits that turn first for butterfly. Coming in here, getting ready to blast off into backstroke. Hits that wall. Two-hand turn. Out onto his back for 2 lengths of the pool. On the back. Close race here for second in lanes 2 and 4. Katya Hibino and Samuel Ward. Ari Trimble making her progress through the race. And now off Jackson Greenwood into breaststroke. Off into freestyle. Number Jackson Greenwood looking strong and long here into the turn. And is off for his last 25. Looking at his entry time of 2:12.10. He's gonna have that one by a couple seconds. Oh, 2:12.81 right on there. Good time there for Jackson Greenwood. Next coming in will be lane 4, Samuel Ward. Sam goes 2:26.06, followed by lane 2 with a time of 2:29.96, Katya Hibino. Best time there by 11 seconds for Katya. Sam Ward, best time by 11 seconds. Great swims. Nice job, gentlemen. Up next, event number 9, the 200-yard backstroke. This is 13 and up. We have one heat of the 200-yard backstroke, 8 lengths of the pool backstroke. In lane 1, Luke Johnson. Lane 2, Hannah Harris. Lane 3, Isaac Wells. Lane 4, Dane Christensen. Lane 5, Gabby Reindres. And in lane 6, Carly Garza. In lane number 3, being with the lead, half a body length lead, that's Isaac Wells being chased down by Luke Johnson. Let's call it a half a second difference between those two. Comes into the intermediate turn there. The time of 1:00.99 for Isaac Wells. Looking to go under 2:06.88. That's definitely in sight. In lane number 1, Luke Johnson. Entry time of 2:32. Should also is on good track here for a best time. Intermediate split of 1:33.01. Digging here through the middle part of length number 7. Quadriceps burning on this 200-yard backstroke. In lane number 1, Luke Johnson looking strong. Both athletes. Looking good here. Into the wall, lane number 3, Isaac Wells goes 2:03.74, a 3-second drop, almost 3 seconds. 2:09.87, how about that? You know, just a legit 21-second drop. Great job, swim there by Luke Johnson. Up next, event number 10. We have the 12 and under 50-yard backstroke. We have 4 heats. In heat number 1, lane 2, Millie Rowe. Lane 3, Caden Lambert. Lane 4, Christian Moore. Good turn there by both athletes in lanes 2 and 3. Camden Lambert and Millie Rowe. Turn makes it through for Christian Moore. Millie putting on about a half a body length lead here. Millie is 7 years old. Caden is 8 years old. Two great swims. Both entered as no time, so personal records here for both. About 58 seconds is what I saw before they came in. Soft touches, so we'll let the man in the machine figure that out. Heat number 2 of the 50-yard backstroke. We have 5 swimmers. In lane 1, Naomi Ward. In lane 2, Liam Pearl. Lane 3, Spencer Lawrence. Lane 4, Aurelio Serpa. And in lane 5, Josh DeGroot. This heat number 2 in the water and ready is off and going. Quick lead there in lane number 4, Aurelio Serpa. Coming up here though, in lane number 2, Liam Pearl. Liam did not lose his goggles this time, and he is totally representing in the shark hat. Lane number 4, looks like we have a couple of pearls on the stream. Alan's watching. Give him a shout out, Alan. Coming through underneath the flags here in lane number 4 with a time of 45.36. Aurelio Serpa goes the best time. All of these athletes are as no time, so assuming they're all legal, will be recorded. Unlikely a long start of swimming for a lot of these athletes. Up next, heat number 3 in lane 1, Ellie Beathers. Lane 2, London Quarry. Lane 3, Lila Mortensen. Lane 4, Miles Karchner. Lane 5, Troy Mortensen. And lane 6, Keon Sonomura. Heat number 3 of the 50-yard backstroke is off. All of these athletes entered with a time, so they're racing against the clock. In lane number 3, Lila Mortensen goes under the flag on her first 25 of backstroke. Get what looks like a legal turn and back out for Lila. Followed nicely with a little bit longer, smoother stroke, Miles Karchner. Lila looking to go under 42.68, Miles under 51.84. I think both athletes will be successful in lane number 3 with a time of 43.12. Lila in lane number 4, looks like a soft touch there. It's hard to get a lot of soft touches on those backstroke. It's hard to get that because you have to get that pad underneath the water, and sometimes they just kind of crash into the wall. But that's why we have the plungers and stopwatches. Up next, event number 10, heat number 4. In lane 1, Kanula Singh. Lane 2, Henry Holst. Lane 3, Flores Montes. Lane 4, Liv Trimble. Lane 5, Casey Berg. And in lane 6, Tion Sonomura. I'd be curious where you're watching from on the chat. Are you on your device, on a computer screen, on your smart TV? We're trying to get a better sense of how people are watching this. Are you at work, commuting? How are you enjoying this swim meet, even though you can't be here in the nicely actually really well redone here, new pool. Don't even recognize it. In lane number 3, for heat number 4, that's Flores Montez. Could be Montez Flores. Not sure how he wants to be called there. Goes a time of 34.82. Sorry about that, had a quick glitch in the stream, but I think we're back here. We're into event number 11, the 100-yard backstroke. To qualify to swim this event, you have to be 99 years and under. So we are discriminating against our centenarians. But lane number 2, Hannah Ward. Lane 3, Sean Clark. And in lane 4, Cohen Osler, all entered on no time, working to get that first time for the 100-yard backstroke. Thanks, Sarah, for commenting that you're watching from your computer at home. And shout out to Lori Bradford, proud grandma, watching from home. I'm proud of you for getting on the YouTube and making that happen, Lori. Good job. Sending your love. In lane number 4, coming in here on this 100-yard backstroke. That's Cohen Osler. Time of 1:52.51 in lane 2. Hannah Ward. Sean Clark. Let's see. Sean's in lane number 3. Goes 1:34.04. Soft touch up there in lane 4 for Cohen, who won that heat. Up next, heat number 2. In lane 2, Audrey Ryan. Lane 3, Maggie Rowe. Lane 4, Annan Sonamura. And in lane 5, Cairo Evans. Heat number 2 is off with our 4 swimmers in the water. Nice underwater there in lane 3. Surfaces last, but with a lead. Coming in hot from lane number 2, Audrey Ryan. Annan Sonamura with a lead. Intermediate time, 40.50 for the 100-yard backstroke. Cannon Sonamura moving nicely through the water here. Got a body length lead over lane number 2, Audrey Ryan. Coming in with the last minute charge here in lane 3, Maggie Rowe. Finish time of 1:19.45 for Annan. It's best time by 2 seconds. 1:20.42. 4-second best time there for Audrey Ryan. 1:22 in third place in lane number 3. That's Maggie Rowe. +2 on that, but still a great race. Coming up next, we have heat number 3 of event 11. In lane 1, Cody Johnson. Lane 2, Cannon Shumway. Lane 3, Jackson Greenwood. Lane 4, Layla Lawson. Lane 5, Carly Garcia. And in lane 6, Lane Shumway. And they're off for this, our third and final heat of the 100-yard backstroke. Cannon Shumway being chased down in lane 3 by Jackson Greenwood. This should be a good race. Cannon holding on to a half a body length lead after the first 25. Cannon still working through, holding on to a half a body length lead. Comes into his fourth and final 25. Looking to go under 107. He is going to be well underneath that. In fact, goes 1:59.36 for Cannon Shumway. Great race there. In second place with a time of 1:01.13 in lane number 3, Jackson Greenwood. Great swims there. Blew away his, just skipped all of the 6s, the 5s, the 4s, the 3s, the 2s, and the 1s, and the double zeros. It just goes right to 59. Good job. Up next, event number 12. Mixed 99 and under 100-yard freestyle. 4 lengths of the pool. Freestyle. In lane 2, Porter Karchner. Lane 3, Afton Jones. In lane 4, Naomi Ward. Off to the second 50 here. All of these athletes going splitting at about 46 seconds. Coming in here in lane number 3, Afton Jones finishes in a time of 1:39.45, not too far behind 1:44.97 in lane 2. Great swim there for some of our smaller swimmers. Coming up next, heat number 2. Kat Pearl in lane 1, Bree Whitehead in lane 2. in lane 3, Ethan Hawks. In lane 4, Josh DeGroot. In lane 5, Kui Denny. Shout out coming from the North Shore of Hawaii. Nice job. That's D.H. Aki. Thanks for shouting that out. I love hearing that. We were doing some water polo games this week, and we had a friend tuning in from the United Arab Emirates. I think the farthest away we've had in terms of the comment, we had some friends following in Africa and watching. That's so satisfying to me to be able to share and connect people. I hope you catch one of those big waves for us there in the North Shore of Hawaii. Sarah, I've turned up the mic volume a little bit. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Let me know if that works, okay? We are off here in event number 2. And coming in, lane number 5, Kui Denny. Blowing it away, an entry time of 1:56. The clock's still running at 1:30 right now, so that's an incredible time for her. Great job there, Kui. Up next, heat number 3. In lane number 1, Annie Oliver. Lane 2, Cohen Osler. Lane 3, Rachel Potts. Lane 4, Elliot Farmer. Lane 5, Miles Karchner. And in lane 6, Lila Mortensen. Splitting down the middle here, lanes 1, 3, and 6 out to a pretty even start. First over on the turn is going to come in lane number 1. That's Annie Oliver. Oliver making progress here, maintaining and holding on to that lead. She's over the turn with a split time of 36.89. Being chased very closely here in lane number 3 by Rachel Potts. And in fact, lane number 2 coming up on both of them, splitting the difference. Cohen Osler saying, I want to be a part of this party. And the 3 of them go into this last 25 together. It's just going to be a sprint here as they finish up on this 425. Too close to call. Looks like Cohen Osler might be pulling it up a little bit. Cohen goes. Soft touch, but was right around 117. Not sure those times that are coming up on the board are correct. They'll be adjusted based on the plungers. Coming up next, heat number 4, Henry Holz in lane 1, Sarah Shipley in lane 2, Jackson Farger in lane 3, lane 4, Flores Montez in lane 5, Ashley Jones, and in lane 6, Noah Ward. Pace picking up here a little bit as we progress through heat number 4 of 7 of these 100-yard freestyles. Off the wall here in lane number 4. That's Flores Montez, which I think is his last name. His first name is cut off on my heat sheet. And back being chased here in by 5, Ashley Jones. Excuse me, in lane number 3 by Jackson Farger. Flores Montez making progress. Jackson chasing him down. Gonna be close. Nice little kick there by Jackson at the end. Flores Montez gets in there at 102.91. Wow, that's a great swim. He dropped 10 seconds. He deserves his favorite treat after that one. 104.06 there in lane number 3. Jackson drops 7 seconds, 8 seconds. Great job, great swim. Mateo in lane 4. Thank you so much. Mateo Flores Montez. I appreciate that. Thank you, Callie, for the update. All right, off into number 5. Sorry, reading the chat and not reading names. Number 1, Brielle Paul. Lane 2, Koya Berg. Lane 3, Hannah Harris. Lane 4, Megan Jones. Lane 5, Mason Cragen. And lane 6, Ethan Pearl. Off and into it in lane number 5. Coming in hard here in heat number 5. That's Mason Cragen. Mason looking to make a statement. Had a great swim earlier in the meet here today as well. Mason looking to go. Under 103.85. He's gonna blow that away. 5-second drop, 58.45. Just skips all of that. I'm gonna wait around at a 00 or 59 seconds. Great job there by Mason Cragen. He reaches over and gives bones to his teammate in lane number 6, Ethan Pearl. He feels good about that. Up next, heat number 6 of the 100-yard freestyle. In lane 1, Gabby Reindris. Lane 2, Marion Kelly. Lane 3, Shion Sonomura. Lane 4, Cooper Wadsworth. Lane 5, Abigail Pickard. And in lane 6, Olivia Bell. Turn rate definitely picking up here now. Over the turn in lane number 3 first is Shion Sonomura. Sonomura up. Has a half a body length lead into the second 25. Underneath the flags, waiting for the intermediate split for Shion. He goes 26.10. Looking to go 55.85. He's on pace to do that nicely. Under the flags here for the third 25. Shion comes through and just has a 25 to go, being chased in lane number 4. Cooper Wadsworth making progress. And then by Abigail Pickard in lane 2, by Marion Kelly in lane 2, Shion. Congratulations, 54.81, fantastic swim. Full second, 1.04 second improvement there for Shion. Up next, heat number 7. Our 7th and final heat of the 100-yard freestyle and our fastest heat. In lane 1, Luke Johnson. Lane 2, Dane Christensen. Lane 3, Isaac Wells. Lane 4, Ryan Larson. Lane 5, Annie Robinson. And in lane 6, Zach Wells. They're off. Pretty even through the turn as they come through there. Lanes 4 and 6, Ryan Larson, Zach Wells. In lane 6, coming from the outside here, Zach Wells looking to put it down. Sees that middle lane. Ryan Larson staying with it. Still those two swimmers. It's going to come down to if in lane 6, Zach Wells can hang on here. Late charge here from the near side of the pool in lane 1. Too close to call. We'll rely on the scoreboard. It's going to go to lane 6, 52.90. Zach Wells drops 2.5 seconds. In lane 4 with a time of 53.02. Another best time for Isaac Wells. Congratulations. Ooh, that's little brother beating up big brother. Nope. Isaac Wells, sorry, in lane 3. goes 53.29. In second place there in lane 4 with a time of 53.02. Coming up next, we're skipping right to 14. We have the 50-yard butterfly. In lane 2, 2 heats. In lane 2 of heat 1, Lucas Souza. Lane 3, Mia Wade. Lane 4, Aurelio Surpa. Good finish there. In third place, in lane 3 in first place with a time of 49.69, Mia Wade. Up next, in heat number 2, Dallin Karchner, 50-yard butterfly. Lane 3, Kanula Singh. Lane 4, Miles Karchner. Lane 5, Sam Pearl. Good stroke here in lane number 3, Kanula Singh. Singh looking for a 38.13, goes 36.43. Great swim there by Kanulu. He puts his head back in excitement. He loves that. That's a great swim there. Coming in second in lane number 4, Miles Karchner. Clock's still running there for Miles. He needs to touch that pad. And lanes 2 and 5. Come in together right around 108, 109. Good swims there. All right, up next, the 100-yard butterfly. In lane 2, Lola Watson. Lane 3, Brindy Wingett. And in lane 4, Samuel Ward. 2 heats of the 100-yard butterfly, and then we're off to 2 heats of the 500-yard freestyle. Nice fluid stroke here in lane number 4, Shion Sonamura. Excuse me, that's Samuel Ward. Sorry, I was looking at heat number 2. Nice and smooth nonetheless. Coming into the intermediate split here for Samuel Ward. It hits the wall, goes 31.03. No time in the 100-yard butterfly, so he'll be happy with this one way or the other. Samuel Ward finishing strong here, gritting through this last 25 of the 100-yard butterfly. Burning, putting the head down into the wall. 2 hands in, goes 108.01. Entered it in no time, so he'll be happy with that. In next, in lane number 2. Soft touch. But Lola Watson finishing and Rindy Wingett coming in right there behind her. Okay, we are off to heat number 2. In lane 1, Mason Cragen. Lane 2, Carter Hawks. Lane 3, Taylor Baxter. Lane 4, Shion Sonomura. And in lane 5, Katya Hibino. In the middle of the pool, lane number 3, Taylor Baxter. Hits that wall first, being chased by in lane 4, Shion Sonomura. Baxter extending that lead, body length ahead, coming into the wall. Is going to hit that wall at a time of 27.21. Off into length 3. .125 to go here for Taylor Baxter, who's swimming away with this one. Shion Sonomura chasing him down here in second place in lane number 4. Hits the wall in a time of 59.57. Great job, Taylor Baxter, breaking that double O barrier. Entry time of 101.91. Great swim. Up next, our last event of the afternoon, the event number 16, the mixed 13 to 99 500-yard freestyle. I think we're doing a check here to make sure all of our athletes are ready to go. We have 4 athletes in heat 1 and 3 athletes, so just one scratches, then they'll likely combine heats. In fact, it's exactly what they're doing. So we're going to have a full heat. All right, we've combined, good news, we've combined heats 1 and 2 of event number 16, the 500-yard freestyle. In lane 1, we're going to have Carolina Walker. In lane 2, Ari Trimble. Lane 3, Jackson Greenwood. Lane 4, James Christensen. Lane 5, Owen Shumway. And in lane 6, Addie Brown. Nancy Pearl has 4 grandchildren racing. Nancy, I hope that you're making them something sweet for after the race, because they've all swam great. So thanks for commenting. We appreciate you guys supporting Game On Live Studio and supporting these young athletes. We'd love it if you would go and subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's really the #1 way you can help us continue to grow and provide coverage in Utah and across the country. You can also slide over into our social media channels Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram and search Game On LS, at Game On LS. We are off 20 lengths of the pool freestyle. In lane number 3, Jackson Greenwood sprints to the finish, or sprints to the front. Being chased down in lanes number 4 and 5 by James Christensen and Owen Shumway. Greenwood extending that lead. Second place being bunched up together in lanes 4, 5, and 6. Grandma and Grandpa Greenwood out there, or Bradford out there. Jackson's looking good, you guys. I think you're going to be happy with this swim. Nice even here. Even pace. Still in 3, 4, and 5. And then a nice race developing here in lanes 1 and 2 with Carolina Walker and Ari Trimble. Addison Brown hanging in over there with the boys. Jackson, James Christensen, and Owen Shumway. Jackson coming in to the end of his 5th 50 here is going to be halfway. We'll update the times. Jackson looking to go 5:11.79 is his entry time. He is at 2:35.03, so if he holds this or negative splits that, he will be right on pace for that. Looking very steady as he moves through here. Still being chased in the race for second in lanes 4, 5, and 6. Looks like James Christensen and Addie Brown are separating themselves a little bit. Jackson coming into the 350 mark, 150 to go, 6 lengths. Jackson coming through here. .80, so he's got Jackson goes 5:13.50. Sorry about that little interruption. We lost the battery pack on our main camera, so we had to come into our secondary camera as we finish this 500. A little bit close for the action anyway. Here comes the finish in lane number 4. 5:52.10. That's James Christensen. In lane number 6 with a time of 5:54.20, Addie Brown. A nice swim. Followed in lane number 5, Owen Shumway goes 6:08.21. Working through our last 50 here in lanes 1 and 2. In lane number 1 goes 6:18.71. And coming in here in lane 2 in our last 25, that's Ari Trimble. She hits that wall in a time of 6:47.35. Hey, that's the wrap here in Orem, Utah for the Orem Timpanogos Aquatics Club Intra-squad meet. My name's Sean Stringham with Game On Live Studio. It's been a pleasure to be here with you this afternoon. We'd love to come and support OTAC swimming. Let your club administrators know that you loved it. Follow and subscribe on YouTube and slide on over to those socials and search for Game On LS, Game On Live Studio. This is Sean Stringham signing off for now. We've loved being here with you this afternoon. Peace.
Hang on.